Yo, 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 how's it going? Hey, good morning, good morning. How are we feeling today? Welcome back to another beautiful day, another beautiful morning, another beautiful moment. Hello, hey, there we are. How's it going? Cheers, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Welcome back. Welcome back to another beautiful day with Kung Fu Crypto Live. That's right, we're chopping through the FUD and staying ahead of the FOMO. Hi-ya! Hi-ya! Before we even go anywhere, let's just click that like button. Let's smash the like button. Why not? Let's say hi to the room. Let's say hi to the room. How are we feeling today, room? Hello, room. Good morning. Good morning, Chellfire. Corey says good morning, too. Hello, Corey. Bill Gould. Hello, Trey. Hello, Cheryl. What is up? What is up? XRP Grind. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Myron. Bagale. Pinellas Pest. Gabriel. Nicholas. Hello. How are we feeling? How are y'all doing today? Alex M. Spread the standard. Sean. Lex. Rob. How are we feeling? Dottie Classics. How are you feeling today, mateys? Alright, here we are. It's almost 11. We're a little behind today. I know. I know we're a little behind. That's okay. How are you feeling today? We're right at 32 cents at XRP. We've had a lot of... did you guys watch the AMA yesterday with Braddy? With BG? Oh, BG, dropping the AMA. Did you guys see the tweet with all of David's answers on there? Oh, yes. All the good stuff. All the good stuff in that tweet thread. I was pretty excited to combine that into one place. Did I call you Trey? I meant True. Is that what I did? I called you Trey instead of True? My bad, True. My bad. What is up? How are you? The entire market cap's at 208 billion. 208 billion. Cryptocurrencies. We have 1,800 cryptocurrencies now. That's right. The number's grown significantly in the last month by about 200. That's right. 200 new cryptos. I'm sure they're legit. I'm sure they're really, really good. I'm sure they're like the best cryptos ever. Probably we should just dump our XRP bag into one of those new ones that no one's heard of ever. You guys ever heard of Apollo? I hear it's gonna be real good. I hear it's gonna... I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't listen to that. So how are we feeling? What's happening? News abound. Everyone's retweeting and like talking about news that I don't even know if I can get behind. Like, I don't make news. I don't make videos about stuff I'm not sure about. That doesn't seem to stop other people. That doesn't seem to stop anybody else. People are like, I don't know what's happening. I'll make a video and tell people about it. Whoa, bro. Bro, what did you just say? Like, you don't know what's happening, but you're going to tell people about it. I feel like in Chai Chi, we kind of joke about this. Like, everybody thinks they know the secret. Like, it's kind of like the Precious in Lord of the Rings with the ring. Like, everybody thinks that they kind of know. It's kind of like that's the joke. That's the trick, right? Is everybody thinks that they know. And in the world of martial arts, like, the way you decide that is with a fight. It's kind of funny. I grew up doing a lot of martial arts, so getting hit is normal for me. It's like the fist that is true is the fist that can't be seen, right? So it's interesting to think about all these things. People always want to be right, and they think they know the secret. But in the world of social media, like, how do we prove who's right? In the world of social media, who's right? The person who makes the most obnoxious tweet? The person who, like, just says the dumbest thing the loudest? Usually. Yeah, usually. So it's kind of fun to look at. And that's one of the things that I think Brad talked about yesterday that I was just like totally the biggest problem right now. The biggest problem in my mind. And I just retweeted this on Twitter. I was going to retweet that Tiffany started following me. I was going to retweet that. I was like, Tiffany, Hayden, and Weitz both just started following me. I was going to combine that into a when it rains, it pours. They're following me tweet. But she just tweeted this, and I thought I'd retweet it. Thinking about, this is what Brad said yesterday. He said this in the interview, and I don't know if she's really referencing this specifically, but talking about, I said, BG highlighted one of my biggest issues right now. The fact that we have so many journalists and false pundits, false professionals, people who act like they know in a space. They're calling for coins that they personally hold enough of to form a considerable bias in their research. XRP might just threaten that. So you can see XRP does threaten a lot of people's positions in this market, but interestingly enough, everyone thinks they know. Like, everyone, even outside of just picking a coin, people talking about XRP, everyone thinks they know. Everyone thinks that they know the secret, and nobody else does. That's kind of like what drives humans in general to, like, exist, I think, in the world. Like, they're convinced, like, I know more than this guy, so I'm going to keep trudging into this direction. It's kind of funny to watch. It's funny to watch. It's interesting to watch this happen on social media. One of the best opportunities you have right now is for you to actually just shut the fuck up and go do some research. Like, stop playing around and just go look at some research. Just go look up research. Instead of arguing about what coin's the best, just go put your money in the coin you like. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. I feel like I did not play a strong enough leadership role in this last debacle and drama. I just want to make it clear that none of you guys need to be attacking anyone on social media. None of you guys. I know that a lot of other people's fanboys are very, very aggressive, and they're ready to spread hate. Hate just spreads like oil to everything it touches. So we're going to just keep trudging forward, positive direction, moving forward. If you're offended by anything I've done, Maybe don't take me so seriously. Maybe don't take me so seriously. I am a YouTuber. Anybody else, any other YouTubers that you're listening to, they're also just YouTubers. There's nothing but just them YouTubing, right? That's what sucks too, is like I keep seeing everyone like ready to like make these clickbait headlines because they want to jump on the news, and then we get tricked. We get tricked into like jumping on these headlines, and I've done it. I've done it before. I think I regurgitated some news that was not quite accurate. We've all done it. We've all done it. So the problem really, I think, is just the fact that we are still the original issue. The original issue that cryptocurrency solves is this trust issue, right? The Byzantine generals problem, the trust issue. So what does that mean? What does that really mean? You know, like a trustless system. It's kind of like we're experiencing layers of that right now inside of the media around crypto, right? We don't know. We have no trust. I can't trust if CoinDesk is reporting accurately because they hold so much goddamn BTC, right? So much BTC. I don't necessarily have the ability to like sort through their journalistic, their media, their information, because I know they're biased, right? I know they're biased. And that's kind of one of the problems, I think, with every single media outlet. Every single one. They have very strong affiliations to a coin, and they don't tell us. They're not publicly disclosing their holdings, and that's possibly one of the things that I do like about XRP. Brad said that yesterday in the video. He said, you know, at least we're transparent about how much XRP we're holding in escrow. You know, we don't know how many some of the top developers. We don't know. We don't know how many of the top developers are holding how much Ethereum. We don't have that level of transparency. We don't have that level of transparency for a lot of these other coins. So I think that's another thing that they continually do, kind of hit the nail on the head, what's happening with that. And since we're on here, also, Weitz, win. Thank you so much. Always, whoa, golly, no. No, don't do it. Don't break. Always a pleasure to see some updates from Weitz. Honestly, guys, I feel like we have maybe... I'm going to do a video about just like literally... I'm not even going to tell you what I'm doing videos about, actually. I'm not telling you guys nothing. You guys will just have to wait and see. Let them wait! That's right. So, Weitz Wind doing some sweet additions to the tip bot. You can now tip multiple people in one tweet. Multiple people in one tweetie. That's right, boys and girls. That's right. Good times, great oldies. He also said, when I retweeted this and said, thank you, you're amazing, I love you, you the man, he said, thank you. There are 2 more awesome updates coming up, not this week, though. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this? Yo, Mo. Whoa, Mo. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Yo. Standard says, it's funny how many crypto holders want everything decentralized, yet social media mafia, there's no censorship, and I personally don't think a lot of people have thick enough skin for that. Wow. Ooh, that's true. Cisco says there's a PR company they're contracted to get employees to create fake accounts on forums and chats on YouTube and Facebook in order to correct public opinion. They are very active. That's true. That's true. That is true. Dang, Pate, no notifications today? I noticed. People said they didn't get any. That's okay. We moved on. You just have to remember that 10:45 every day we go live. 10:45 every day. 10:45 every day. 10:40, 10. Okay, sorry. 10. Okay, sorry. I'm not doing that. What is up? Kung Fu, it's pronounced Weedsy. Weedsy Winde. Weedsy Winde. Weedsy Winde. Okay, wait, guys, I'm sorry. Wait 1 second. I'm sorry. Wait. Woo! 1 second. Ha-ha! That's right. I forgot my glasses on the other side of the room. I had to get them. Okay. Shush. None of you can talk. So you don't need to shush. I'm just teasing you. I'm just teasing you guys. You guys are all right. I love you guys. I really do. All 100 of you. You're amazing. Or 80. 80 people! Smash that like button. Do it. Do it. Diane Palmer says, smart guy. Yeah, Weitzy's pretty smart. Honestly, let's just talk about Weitzy's, Weedy. What'd you say? Weitzy. Let's talk about Weitzy for a minute, yeah. What a cool guy. Built this out in his spare time. It's very, very exciting. And he also went and gave a talk about how to build out stuff like this, using this as a good example for people the other day were asking me about, like, well, what about them replacing banks? How would it happen? Why? Etc., etc. I'm turning my mic down a little bit. Okay. So they're like, why would he replace banks? Etc., etc. How could RippleNet replace banks? I'm not telling you right now. I'm not telling you. I'm making a video about it. So hold on. But yeah, Weitz is definitely Weitz is given a good example of as to how developers can move forward in this space and possibly like really build out something useful for everyone. Useful for everyone. That's true. That's true. So good stuff. Good stuff to think about. Good stuff to talk about. Good stuff to consider. And you know what? This might be the best, as good a time as any. As good a time as any. As good a time as any. Hey, yo, what's up? What's up? How's it going? What is up? What is up? What is up? Here come the glasses, says Bricks. That's right. That's right. Hello, XRP Nation. What is up, Kung Fu? I'm addicted to XRP Tipbot. Me too. XLM has a transaction time of 3 to 5 seconds, while XRP is going to have a transaction time of 1 second. I'll probably invest in both. Okay, very cool. Very cool. Gabriel says, Kung Fu, other than your crypto intelligence, you have helped me stay positive and I have a better mental mindset. Do you study psychology? Do you study psychology? I do, but I'm not a professional. You know what? This is a good a time as any. This is as good a time as any. I know there's been a lot of like back and forth recently, and I know that there's a lot of like drama per se. Let me just clarify something. One thing really quick. If you're distracted from the market and you're not looking at how far it's dropping, I just did you a favor. Okay, you're welcome. You're distracted. If you're a hater, you got something to hate. Now, aside from that, if you're not a hater and you're really thinking like, man, I personally struggle. I wrote this the other day in a tweet back to someone. I personally struggle all the time with positivity. Okay, I put a lot of positivity out there, but that's honestly because I've had a lot of challenges in my life to maintain an optimistic attitude, right? To maintain a positive outlook. So it's really about choosing what I focus on, right? I can get pretty easily distracted and I can focus on something that's probably not the best. I probably don't want to double down on that. I probably should turn my attention to focus on something I want, right? And this is a very simple idea, and it's something that we can segue into pretty much, honestly, thinking about everything in life. Everything in life. Even thinking about crypto. Even thinking about crypto and the way that people think about crypto right now. We're going to drop this. It's basically, this is the simple concept. Neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity, right? The neural pathways you are literally channeling through. The neural pathways you're channeling through. So the neural network that your brain runs on is literally like a, it's a waterfall or something down the mountain. The water's been flowing that way for a long time. The way your brain functions, it's this neural pathway that's been developing and building for so long. It's hard to change the path, right? And what this means is this boils down to basically, it comes down to like this simple base trauma. This first base trauma. Now, this is going to get a little bit. Let's just go for it. All right, so neural development, neural pathways, base trauma. The first time we experience this like real root trauma is the first time we're disciplined by our parents. The first time our parents discipline us, they basically are disciplining us, and they're creating this initial trauma. The reason the initial trauma is created is because a parent, usually we're psychologically pairing and associating support and home with them. So in reality, what this means is like the first time a parent disciplines us, we have this crossfire in our wiring. We're literally thinking, I want to run from this parent because they're disciplining me. I want to run from them to them because parents are also our first sense of comfort. Now, in reality, this is a root trauma that kind of creates this cross-firing, and you can see this manifesting into all these other areas of your life, right? We call this neural synapses bundling or neural bundling. So let's say we have this trauma that we repeat over and over again because we have possibly an abusive relationship, or possibly we have a parent that loves us and under the guise of love, they hurt us over and over again, right? And what really happens here is we build this neural pathway to connect things that are no longer connected. So that develops basically the possibility for you to associate things that are not associated. Now, what this means as far as like taking a step back and thinking about where we are right now, it means that if you have things in your life that you don't like me personally, I think about trying to stay focused on positivity and remind myself to get up, try harder, push harder, do more. How can I expect more from other people if I don't expect more from myself, right? So I expect the highest level of output from myself. I have the highest expectations for myself. So what does this mean? Well, it means that basically your bundles, your neural bundles are triggered and programmed into these synapses that don't necessarily have to work together. So you can break them apart and re-bundle them, reprogram your neural synapses. What does that mean? It means it's the most simple way to look at this and understand it is if you have a child that's sitting in front of an electrical outlet and they're about to put scissors into the outlet. Normally, we would probably think, uh-oh, let's run over there, slap the scissors out of their hand and say, no, 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 no. This is completely wrong. This is not what you want to do. There's never a no. There's never a no. There's only a yes. Instead, you would pick the child up away from the outlet and you'd put them down in front of the play blocks you want them to have. If they crawl back over to the outlet to shove scissors in there, you don't slap them and say no. You just carefully, compassionately take them and put them back in front of the blocks because you're building the neural pathway you want, not trying to build the neural pathway you don't want. So if you're getting angry, if you're doing something that you don't like, don't repeat it mindfully. Become a detective of your life. Become a detective of your routine. Become a detective of how to develop and strengthen the neural pathway you want. There's no no. There's never a no. When you tell yourself, like, I can't do this or I'm not this, you know, like your brain doesn't perceive that at all. You're only saying what it is you want. So if you say I'm you know, I feel like I went pretty far on this rant here. But in reality, what this means is carefully selecting what you're focused on, right? The neural pathways that you develop are based off of these neural bundlings. So choosing what you're bundling, And this, relating this back all the way back to crypto, right now, what does this mean? People who have literally spent their whole life, you know, not trusting computers, not trusting the digital age, this is going to be a huge jump for them. This is going to be so hard for them, right? Because their neural pathways are preventing them from being able to accept this paradigm shift, right? Their neural programming is preventing them from understanding the possibility of how crypto is going to work. And the reason they're blocking themselves off from that is because they literally don't have the neural pathways built yet to entertain this possibility. So thinking about that, thinking about what that means for crypto, etc., etc. People literally focusing on what they're comfortable with. People literally focusing on what their neurons are bundled to. This is important. This is important stuff. It means that, you know, like when I had a huge slew of people not supporting me recently, and I took the time to try to defend myself to them. I should have just ignored them. I should have just turned my attention to what I wanted to keep producing. I should have turned my attention to you guys, because a lot of you guys have been so supportive the last few days. I've been getting a lot of like thank yous. I've been getting a lot of you're amazings. I love this content. You're so great. I should have doubled down on thanking you guys. I should have doubled down on focusing on you guys. And for that I am sorry. So, you know, focus on what you want. Focus on what you want. I think that this is an opportunity right now for everyone to realize that where we are is a very unique place in time. You know, where we are is a very unique place in time. It's really a great opportunity. I can understand that some people basically don't have. I should you know, realize that people basically everyone's so in their own little like hood. You know, they're all like, this is so important right now. I need to make sure everyone knows that Kung Fu Nerd's a horrible person, and everybody, please retweet. Like, who cares? Who cares? Like, there's so many moog points out there. So what's going on in the crypto market? What's happening with crypto news today? The notifications for the Brad's AMA The Brad AMA yesterday, I mean, talking about this, he dropped this in the middle of the AMA. He said, blah, blah, something, decentralized nature, XRP. Like how I put blah, blah. The inherently decentralized nature of XRP, etc., etc. This is probably something that, again, will be referenced for years to come. David Schwartz putting this out there yesterday. Strong blog. If you haven't read it, it's pretty strong. It's good to look through. We'll do it in a full video. Also, yesterday I didn't get to cover this, but I thought it was not good, or at least it was worth mentioning. This morning, Bitcoin price pump was fueled by 100 million in new tethers. So yesterday morning, the Bitcoin price leap that we talked about was spurred by a rally that carried a flagship crypto, or carried Bitcoin to 6,900. Not really sure about this. Not really sure about this. The roll of Tether, the pump occurred almost at the exact same moment that BitMEX, the largest leveraged cryptocurrency trading platform, went down for scheduled maintenance. So, I don't know. They're saying either way, this activity may have been fueled by influx of new USD Tether into the market just hours prior. That's right, they're pumping more Tether in, creating a controversial dollar-pegged Tether, and issuing 100 million new tokens on Tuesday, funds that were sent from Tether Treasury to crypto exchange Bitfinex. The move raised Tether's circulating market cap to nearly 2.9 billion and further cemented its status as the 8th largest crypto. 8th largest crypto. Oh, you want to see a timer? How about that? There you go. Now, thinking about this, what does that mean? Tether basically thinking about trying to maintain this position. I don't think that's why they're there. I don't think that they dumped that money because they want to maintain the position. They're dumping that money because they're just manipulating the market. They're dumping that money because they're just manipulating the market. It's as clean and simple as that. Look at the volume today too for all the tokens inside the top 10. XRP is still right under Bitcoin Cash and above Ethereum Classic. Everything's kind of nestled into this nice position. The volume of Ethereum, the volume of EOS, the volume of Bitcoin Cash, not really changing too much right now. Bitcoin dominance is up. The market's up slightly since the beginning of this video, but it's hard to say what this means right now. Yesterday we did look momentarily at the end of Brad's AMA, but not in the news in the morning, that the SEC rejected 9 Bitcoin ETF proposals. They rejected 9 ETF proposals yesterday, August 22nd. The rejection came through pretty much as they said. They do not have the ability to demonstrate the proposal is consistent with the requirements of the Exchange Act section, in particular the requirement that a national security exchange rules are designed to prevent fraudulent and manipulative acts and practices. So what are they saying? Well, they're saying probably that they don't think they have the ability to prevent fraudulent and manipulative acts yet. So they're not opening up the approval for the elves. That's right. Everybody wants to know when the elves come. Everybody's waiting for Santa Claus. It's hard. It's hard to say. People don't even think Santa Claus is real. A lot of people still don't think the elves are real. Well, wait till they're dropping toys on their doorstep. Now, this was tweeted out yesterday by CZ. He said, September 17th, Bitcoin price 3K. FUD, abound. 3 months later, BTC price 20K. Okay. So I said, so since BTC is 6K, does that mean new all-time high? XRP $8 and BTC 40K? Question mark, question mark. And the title of this video is End of Year Price. That's right, End of Year Price. Let's chat about this for a minute. We saw Brad yesterday talk about a little bit of a withdrawal from his expectations at the end of the year. This is possibly Brad just kind of buffering the end zone. He doesn't know where the actual end zone is. So he's waiting to find out. He recognizes that possibly there's been some step backs. There's been some loss of traction. That doesn't mean that we have lost everything. It means that he recognized that there's been some hiccups and we're moving forward as expected. So, you know, Satoshi Katao talking about, or whatever Katao, the SBI guy, talking about XRP hitting $10 end of year. $10 end of year. And then that was kind of before, I think, a lot of this. So looking at $10 end of year, XRP, maybe a little bit of slippage, a little bit of loss. XRapid goes live, but still looking at a good return. $8. $8, new all-time high end of year. But, excuse me, sorry. But, what if not? What if we have an extended winter? What if we have an extended winter and they deny and reject and wait as long as they can? What if they do that? Is that a possibility in your mind? Is that a possibility in your mind? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me to see an extended winter. Honestly, nothing would surprise me at this point. Nothing would surprise me at this point. This is a brand new, it's a brave new world out here. It's a brave new world, my friends. Not really sure where we're headed. So, what do you think? What's happening with this? What's the delay-o? SAP with Swift Ripple partner. See, that's the thing is like, that's kind of what my video yesterday was about. The XRP Jesus video, looking at like RippleNet updates and XRP updates. Just thinking about all these partnerships that Ripple Labs has been building out. And everyone's saying like, well, all these partnerships are using Xcurrent. They're not using XRapid. And then we hear about convergence. It basically means that every single program, every single basically partnership they've built on Xcurrent potentially could be paired into a software bundle that we would then use with XRapid. So, what does that mean? What does that mean? What it matters is what you think is going to be end of year. That's true. It really only matters what you think. Tell me more. I think it's a possibility for sure. I think we might not moon until late February, says Henrik. I agree. That's a possibility. We might not moon for late February, until late February. That's kind of it's possibly one of the things that I think is the last position of power that the authorities have, right? They know that they can't stop it from happening, but they will make you wait as long as possible. That's right. They will make you wait as long as possible. In today's day and age, they know everyone's super short on time and attention. They know everyone's very impatient. They know people are probably not that long-term focused. So I think, if anything, they will continually use that as their biggest weapon, the time. They will continually just pound the time metric as long as they can, as long as they possibly can. Chris, Ripple's class action lawsuit was just dropped? Are you sure, bro? Do I need to go look at this? Are you just making up stuff in the feed? Ripple's class action lawsuit was just dropped. Ripple's in the clear. Are you sure? Are you sure? Spread the Standard says, did you see my elf comment? No. Let me go back up. Let me see. Spread the Standard, spread the Standard, spread the Standard. Where's your comment? Where's your comment? XRP Grind says, Santa's not real. FUD. I feel sorry for people who don't know what you're talking about, i.e. elves. You know what? I think I'm going to start doing that more, because I feel like there's a lot of people that are just kind of like haters lurking in the background. I'm going to start developing our own specific vocabulary for the channel, so when people show up and they're like, why do they always talk about elves? They're going to have no clue what we're going on about. And that's okay. You and I will know. You and I, yeah, we'll know. That's right, we'll know what's going on. That's right, it's my channel. We can do that. All right, what's going on with Sean's comment? The CBOE, in my opinion, will be the first to be approved, but not on September 30th due to the club not being ready. The club is not ready. That's exactly what I said yesterday as well to Galgatron. Galgatron said something. Did you guys go like this meme? Did you guys go retweet my meme? It's a pretty good meme. It's pretty solid. I didn't post the other one with the bigger price predictions yet because I was busy. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh, yeah. Here it is. Galgatron said, so what you're saying is that although none of the Bitcoin investor risk issues repeatedly identified by the SEC have yet been addressed, they still reject another ELF? I mean, how many times does the SEC need to be asked the exact same question before they change their minds? And Spread the Standard said, in my opinion, they will not be invited because they're not part of the club. It's exactly what I was thinking. It's exactly what I was thinking. They must not be giving them the reach around. So I said, maybe someone isn't giving them the reach around, if you know what I mean. That's right. They want some fun times too. So yeah, it's definitely it's a club. People are definitely thinking about the club, what's happening, where are they, etc., with this club, with their little elf club. The elf club, the elf club. Case is adjourned. Ryan Coffey, case adjourned. 8/22, filed 8/22. Ryan Coffey knew he was getting owned. Honestly, Ryan Coffey, this whole case is such a joke. It's such a joke. I mean, I'm glad it's dismissed, but that's funny because he was suing for $500. He was suing for $500. I think this is honestly just like people had suggested in the past. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's for sure. But people speculated that this was actually propagated by Ripple Labs to kind of tie up the courts with this to prevent other people from doing this. Whoa, what just happened? And that kind of makes sense. I'm possibly considering that because Ryan Coffey suing for $500 and then like dropping the case. I don't know. I'm glad this has happened. Is there anything other than this Discord about it? Is there like an actual article out yet? No. Yeah, Bricks, thank you so much for pointing that out too. That's what I was thinking. Like something's kind of weird about this. Like there's no way someone's going to sue for $500. There's kind of like an alternative motive here. It's either going to keep the courts tied up with this title, or it's going to, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I have no idea. I'm sure a lot of people could think of a lot of reasons that someone would do this. And this is good news. This is good news. Hooray. Cheers. Hurrah. Coffee case dismissed. Class adjourned. That's good news. That's good news. Let's retweet it. Let's say another one bites the dust. XRP! Time to rise. There we go. That's what we sent out. We sent it out to Twitter. So, looking at the news, another big thing today. Another big thing. China decided to ban hotels from letting crypto events take place there. That's not good. That's not that great. That's kind of weird. China definitely recognizes their role, I think. And I talked to someone the other day about this. If you guys don't know about WeChat, the way WeChat works, it definitely just aggregates all this data to the government. So they're not probably looking at handing over the data anytime soon to a decentralized app. They probably want to keep that data. They're probably just figuring out how to use a CBDC, a central bank digital currency, or a central bank digital stable currency, CBDSC. They're looking at building one that gives them a backdoor to aggregate the data for their citizens. They're probably not going to let crypto through until they finish that. Again, don't take my word for it. It's in a book. Read a book. Reading Rainbow. That's right. That's right. So, WeChat, very popular Chinese social media application, was ordered to remove more than half a dozen crypto news organizations from its platform. So that's kind of big. Not just looking at like removing crypto wallets, but even crypto news from the platform, blocking out the ability for crypto events to take place at hotels. That could be crazy. This is interesting. Turns out that the loophole many Chinese citizens could drive a truck through, that the prohibition of the Chinese government actually began in September of last year when the ICOs were summarily banned through the government, though the government does have to overt distaste, to put it mildly, for cryptocurrency. It seems to welcome what it considers blockchain technology. So again, looking at them welcoming technology, but blocking crypto. What does that mean moving forward? What are we doing right now with the world climate, the world focus on crypto? A lot of big governments, a lot of these big powers in the world are trying to figure out how to navigate this new ocean. They're trying to figure out how to navigate this new challenging space. So China pulling probably one of the last options they can to call ban as many times as they can, I guess. You know how I feel. Butterflies in the sky. You know how I feel. Thanks, Sebastian. Yeah, the more you know. Exactly, the more you know. I know. I don't know what's going on with this. Honestly, the USA would be doing the same thing. I agree. The US would be doing the same thing if it was illegal. Not surprising at all. Not surprising at all. I think that this is kind of just where we are. This is where we are. We have to recognize that a lot of people with a lot of money and a lot of power don't want to let go of their money or power. And a lot of people who are very intelligent and understand this technology are placing bets and trying to understand the probability for where we're headed. And there's no guarantees. There's no guarantees. A lot of smart people are out here trying to figure this shit out. And the average person right now understands zero. The average person right now understands zero of this conversation. Most people, again, referencing earlier into the stream, my first rant of today, neuroplasticity, neural bundling, neural synapses bundling. What do you have bundles paired together that don't need to be bundled? That's why refinement's so key. That's one of the first things I realized when I was growing up, when I was training in swim team and in soccer. My coach would push me extra hard. I realized some of the things that would melt away were like these extra thoughts, or like extra like layers of fat kind of that you don't need, or like these extra thoughts, like these malicious thoughts, like I'm not good enough, or I should give up. Like those thoughts, when they start to melt away, when you focus on where you want to go. And so I said this earlier on Facebook to someone responding about neural synapses and bundling. If you're standing at the edge of a river, you can curse at the river all day. Like you can just yell at the river, like, I hate you, river. Stop doing what you're doing. It's not going to change. What you can do is build a bridge to where you want to go. So are you building bridges to where you want to go, or are you standing around yelling at the river? You tell me. So when I go talk to people out in the world and I'm like, yo, how are you? What's going on? What do you think about where we're headed with the future of payment rails and the future of technology and payments? You know, honestly, thinking about this, most people are so resistant, right? Because the neural bundling, the neural synapses that they're paired are telling them no. They're telling them no. They're like, obviously that's fake. It's a scam. I can't touch it. I can't hold it. People have told me it's a scam. Those people aren't going to realize what's happening until the actual government they're in comes out and says, it's not a scam. We made our own. It's legit. Buy it now. Trade your wives and kids. Trade your wife and kids for this money. Exactly, yeah. Stop yelling at me, River. Stop making me feel so bad, River. God, I hate you. Damn it, River, you're not my mom. You guys are hilarious. You're not the boss of me, River. You're not the boss of me. So funny. You guys are so funny. Exactly, yeah. That's what I feel, honestly, like that's what I feel like sometimes is going on social media. You know, like build a bridge where you want to go. Don't yell at the river. Exactly. Miyagi's right. Unfortunately, I burn bridges after I cross them. Sometimes it's hard. They call you Firefoot for a reason. Yeah, Diane right there with me. Diane right there with me. Hide your kids. Hide your wife. I want to find you. So everyone's really wondering what's happening with this space. People that are in it. People are in it and wondering where we're headed, trying trying to pick the right horse. Trying to pick the winning horse, I should say. Bitcoin will supplant gold as the most trusted store of value. That sounds legit. That sounds legit. I still hear like BG and David Schwartz talking about them supporting Bitcoin, going long on Bitcoin. Volatilities to be expected. Man, I don't know. I'm feeling pretty Bitcoin Cash support-ish these days, but I'm definitely not. I'm not at all saying Bitcoin's not good. Bitcoin right now obviously is the market leader, and it was obviously the first technology on the scene to show off the dealio, to give everyone the delay-layo. Also, UK watchdog grants third e-money license to crypto company. UK Watchdog and Financial Conduct Authority granted its third e-money license to a crypto-related company. The new license has been issued to the WireX, whose main product is a prepaid debit card that converts crypto to fiat currency for everyday use. Boom! That's right. That's right, boys and girls. WireX card dropping like it's hot. I feel like we should play this one. I feel like this is a good one for right now. You guys ready? Oh boy, was that exciting? Was that exciting? So, looking at this, the Financial Conduct Authority to grant its third e-money license to a crypto-related company. The license has been issued to the WireX, main product, a prepaid debit card. When do I get one? When do I get one in the States? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. The FCA established a UK fintech sandbox March 2016 with the purpose of facilitating innovative fintech developments within a protected testing environment that eases strict regulatory requirements. Well, there you go. There we go. That's pretty poppin', if I say so myself. I know WireX is trying to get over here, so that's exciting. Can the WireX card hold multiple currencies at once, or do you have to use one currency at a time? Great question. Great question. I don't know, because I don't have the card. I'm not in the app. Or I think I'm in the app, but it just says I have to wait. It says you're not good enough to have a card yet, bro. And I'm like, no! No! Yeah. Montreal player asks a better question. If you could spend your XRP through WireX right now, would you? Would you? Well, since I basically take all of my fiat and turn it into XRP pretty quickly, usually every now and then I overbuy XRP. Maybe you guys can relate. Maybe you have too. I overbuy XRP and I kind of like screw myself over for like a week where I'm like pretty short on funds because it's all become XRP. For me, yes, I would actually use the WireX card if I had to. If I had to. As a last resort, I would. But I wouldn't recommend it. I'd spend my fiat first, obviously. I'd spend my fiat first. You know what they say? Necessity is the mother of invention. So if I had to spend that money, I might. Yeah, exactly. Henrik's right. I don't even need that card. I don't want to spend my XRP. I don't want to spend XRP at 33 cents or 32 cents. That's true. Where is it now? 32 cents. 32.2. It's actually up. The entire market's up $1 billion inside this hour. Exactly, yeah. Buy myself 2 XRP cans of tuna. Where do we check how much XRP was released purchased from the Ripple holdings? Well, they have the escrow publicly. The public escrow is up. The public escrow is up. Someone just deposited $600 on XRP Tipbot or 600 XRP. 600 XRP, it's only like 150 bucks, right? Or how much is that? My math might be off. Man, you guys are pretty smart today. Why don't you guys tell me the news? Why don't you guys tell me the news? What's going on? I will get YRX after $10. I hope Bitcoin Elf doesn't go through. I need to accumulate more. Okay. Okay. Ryan Rose. Yeah, Coffee pulled his lawsuit. Coffee pulled his lawsuit, or it got denied, or rejected, or dropped, or whatever. Or whatever. Or whatever. So, no, you're good. No big deal. We're not worried about it. We're here for you. We're here for you guys. I mean, I am. We're all here for each other. Would I sell my kidney for XRP? Probably not. Honestly, probably not. I just don't like cutting pieces of my body off. I don't care what digital asset it's for. There's like levels of value. There's like tiers of value for me. My body parts, probably a little higher value than a digital asset. No offense to anyone. You want more people to know about XRP Tipbot? Me too. I made a new friend yesterday, and I was telling them about XRP Tipbot, and I sent them some XRP and said, yo, this is legit awesomeness. Legit awesomeness. Yeah, I don't know. Would you sell your body parts for XRP? Like, how much... For how much of a body part? You know, like how many XRP do you need to start chopping pieces off? Yeah, exactly. You might need that kidney. I don't know, man. Maybe you guys are willing to part with like some fingers and some toes to get more XRP. I don't know. I don't know. You may need it. That's true. You may need it. You could buy it back after. I don't think that's how it works, bro. I don't think that's how it works. I don't think you can give up a kidney and then buy it back. Yeah, that's not how it works. No. No. I'm from Italy. You are a future billionaire, or we are all idiots. Why does it have to be one or the other? Why does it have to be one or the other? Spread the Standard says, I have conducted multiple XRP Tipbot micropayment demonstrations and used as many trending hashtags non-crypto related to gather the masses. My boy! Pew, 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 pew! My boy, Spread the Standard, dropping it like it's hot. Exactly. Good stuff. Good stuff. Can you drive a Lambo with no fingers? Can you drive a Lambo with no fingers? I don't know. I have no idea. $500,000 or 500,000 XRP per kidney. Exactly. Montreal player is right. You'd sell a kidney and the price would drop to 17 cents. Price would drop to 17 cents. Meowgi, farewell. Back to work for Meowgi. He dropped the meme link, guys. If you haven't dropped any memes in the subreddit, drop your memes in the subreddit. Tell me what's up. Go ask me a question or share some sweet knowledge with me. Yeah, Henrik asked, can we still hang in here even if we are all idiots? Yes. Yes. You know what they say? You know what they say? I have no idea what I was going to say after that. I have no idea what I was going to say. Great Pate says, we are idiot billionaires. True Sky says, I'm an idiot future millionaire. All right. I like our self-deprecation today. That's good. I'll go ahead and go too. I'm an idiot future billionaire. Wait, am I already no, I'm a future billionaire. Billion, that's a lot of crypto, dude. Yeah, billionaire, that's a lot of crypto. How many are you having? How many you holding, bro? You holding like A milli? You holding a million XRP? A million XRP, you'll probably be a billionaire. Says the panda. Says the panda. All right, guys. Serious chat. Serious chat time. Panda wants us to have serious chat. How do you become a crypto millionaire? Start off as a crypto billionaire. Boom! Zinger. Eastside strong arm dropping hot zings from the left field. Birds of a feather, Brick says. Birds of a feather. Birds of a feather. Your Visa video was good. Any more info on it? Wait, what video are you talking about? What video are you talking about? XRP Panda, what video are you talking about? When I hear about people willing to give up kidneys, I feel like the market needs to correct more. That's tulip bubble talk. That actually sounds, that's pretty spot on. That's true. Someone earlier actually asked me about Crypto Erie's video about Visa. They said, you should watch Crypto Erie's video about Visa, what that means. We looked at that yesterday, thinking about Visa and Ripple and MoneyGram and the payment corridor through the Philippines and Mexico. They're saying they're not using that. They're saying they're not using XRapid. And then, on top of that, they're saying, well, maybe we're using Stellar now. That's what someone said. That's what someone said basically this morning or yesterday, I think. This is the video Crypto Erie did that someone sent me. They said something. She talked about XRP working with Visa and MoneyGram partnership. What about Stellar? Someone also said, is Stellar being brought in? Yeah, Stellar Lumens bot chain. That's right. True Sky, thank you. Yeah. I don't know if there's an article that covers all that, but we were looking at the Visa business article yesterday from Twitter. We were looking at that on Twitter. I retweeted a tweet talking about that. I don't remember who I saw. Who did I see tweet that out? Was it this guy Willy Wonka that everybody really likes now? So Galgatron keeps addressing this, so I keep referencing him addressing this. Looking at Visa introducing the business-to-business payment channels. What does that look like? Obviously, very strong since they are using the same corridors, but Visa is working with Chain, not Ripple. And then, what was the next thread on that? People are saying that Stellar just bought Chain. So, think about all this coming together. Stellar buys Chain for $500 million. Insider trading suspicions remain. What does this look like when you combine this information together? We have Visa working with Chain. We have Visa working with Ripple. Visa working with MoneyGram. So, what does this mean? I think, honestly, looking at this, if you take a step back and look at this, think about one thing. Think about one thing. Could this all be pulled back together? I know Stellar broke away from Ripple. I know it's kind of like a mess. They have their own nonsense going on. But what if they like literally buy Stellar back? I don't know. Maybe it sounds crazy. Maybe that sounds stupid. I'm not sure. So Stellar is a totally different beast. Stellar is a really unique character. This is such a big machine and so many moving parts. This is why it kind of gets weird when I see people just kind of like do blatant headline regurgitation. It bothers me sometimes. It bothers me just a little bit because, you know, just regurgitating headlines is not safe. It's not. I could literally. There's like a famous blog post that was just a catchy headline, and there was nothing in the blog that was shared the other day, like last year, and it went viral. The virality of it was so high, even though there was no actual content. There was no content, just a title and a bunch of nothingness after that. And that is exactly what's happening all the time right now. A bunch of headlines, no real content. A bunch of headlines, no real content. So potentially, what does this mean? What could happen with XLM security decision? What does it mean with Stellar buying chain? What does it mean with Visa using chain? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Montreal Player remembers that. It was a viral post that went to a 404 to show the point that no one reads the articles. No one's actually reading the content. No one's actually listening to the content. They're just regurgitating headlines. So damaging. So damaging. You should check out Crypto Erie's post about the Visa stuff and how one of the comments on her video was super insightful. A person commented, used to work for Visa. Okay. I'll check that out. Yeah, exactly. Headlines mean nothing. Headlines mean nothing. And I kind of think this lends support to where we're headed. Looking at David Schwartz talking about, and even referencing Brad's AMA yesterday and David Schwartz's AMA the day before, they're building out this technology in real time. Like, they're building out these technologies right now, and they're acquiring partnerships, and there's only a couple of coins that are actually even working that well. There's only a couple of coins that are only working, that are even working well enough to say, like, let's show you how it works. A lot of companies like EOS brought in billions of dollars, and they didn't even have a product. They didn't even have anything yet, right? So this is a really, really early adoption phase. We're still really far behind, seeing probably too many like real, secure, definitive statements to be made about this. I have no idea. Thinking about David's idea where they're streaming payments and they're looking at what avenue has the most efficiency and then doubling down on that avenue, it's pretty simple to see that maybe a lot of payment corridors could be opened up with a lot of different players and a lot of different moving parts. And again, it's just going to be one of those systems like, how well do you guys understand the stock market? How well do you guys understand NASDAQ and the stock market and the technology they use to do all those trades? How well do you understand that stuff? Like, how well is anyone going to understand this stuff? You know, that's the important question. Like, how well is anyone going to understand this stuff? And obviously, you and I will be a little bit ahead of the game because we've been talking about it for like 6-7 months. But how is Jack
Visa
Malone
is pairing fiat to Doge, astonished face.
Wow, Visa is pairing fiat to Doge. That's crazy. How do I find out about that? She did a very good. Crypto Erie did a good analysis. Stellar bought Chain, and apparently Chain helped Visa build their instant settlement tech. There you go. There you go. After Moon, are you going to day trade crypto? Honestly, yes. Honestly, yes. I will be in crypto forever until I die. I'll probably still be making videos. The other day, someone said, "Oh, XRP goes to $100 or $1,000. I'm going to quit making videos." I was like, "Wow, really? So you're just using this? You're just using us. You're just using us. You know, like, XRP goes to $1,000. I'm still making videos. How to not spend all your XRP. I don't know. Fiat to Doge, I could get behind that. Doge is super fast. 2019 will be the year. 2019 will be the year. That sounds very possible. 2019 will be the year. Ripple manages 7% of XRP ledgers, states Brad Garlinghouse in a session with Corey Johnson. So looking at the AMA yesterday, Brad said, Today, there are 150 publicly known validators in the XRP ledger. Ripple manages 10 of them, about 7%. It's not centralized. There's a centralized company called Ripple that is invested in the XRP ecosystem, and we are interested in partying. We are an interested party in seeing the success of the XRP ecosystem. I don't even know if I should look this up. Is this something I should look up? I don't see anything about that. Oh, maybe here in Reddit. If XRP becomes everything we hope it will, there'll be no other crypto projects to get into. Honestly, that's one of those things that I think will take years. Like, there's so many people that got into Bitcoin and so many people that got into, like, Ethereum and EOS and all these other things. I think that'll take years. I think you're right, 100%. Who said that? Montreal, I think you're right, 100%, that XRP is not only going to become everything we hope it will, but it will also be other crypto projects. Oh, there will be other crypto projects to get into. I think so. I think there'll be a long time period of different use cases, different digital assets, different functioning systems that will be developed, an ecosystem, shall we say, being built out around these assets. So I agree. I think the future is bright. We should all get shades. Who knows what it all means? It could all end up coming together. That's right. 100%. It could all end up coming together. All the things we speculated about. Think about this. All the things we speculated about in the past. We've got XRP becoming what we call the standard, right? This base layer for transactions. And we have maybe CBDSCs being built out on top of XRP, right? Then we have SMEs, smart to medium-sized enterprise solutions, being built out with custodial services or consumer-facing applications on XRP. And then following that line further, custodial services offering contracts, futures, derivatives on XRP. Looking at the reality of transactions taking place in real time instead of the actual paper transaction. So if everything that we're thinking does come true, all these things are happening and coming true, how long before the rest of the world realizes what's happening? How long before the rest of the world jumps on it? Well, referencing the article I made, I think I covered it in, I don't even remember what video it was. I can go look. I covered this in a video a while back. Thinking about how long was the U.S. economy ahead of the European or the U.K. before we shifted the global reserve. That's what we're thinking about. How long was the United States economy ahead of the UK while we were still like waiting for the soft power to switch? It was like 30 years. It was like 30 years that people were just sitting around speculating if that's going to happen. So think about knowing that 30 years before it happened. You're like, well, the UK is losing soft power. They're losing the ability to use their fiat as the global reserve. And the United States stepped into that power structure, but it took them 30 years. It took them 30 years to get there. Wow, it took me a long time to scroll down here and find this. This is the video I was thinking of. XRP One World Currency. That's the one, I think I break this down in that video. One World Currency, XRP, SBI calls for One World Currency standard, XRP 30 years in the making. In that video, we looked at, the reality is, there was a whole time period that the United States was, obviously the dominant GDP, but it took a long time for that power to shift. It took a long time for that power to change hands, to move into the new position. So, there we go. Thinking about how long will that take? I have no idea. I have no idea. It's very hard to say. It's very hard to say. It's very hard to say. Yeah, we definitely, we're not really sure where we're headed. We're not really sure where we're headed. We have a lot of people speculating that we're going to, get some good news and see a catalyst. And we also have some people speculating that we're just going to keep slipping further into the red as we're waiting for good news, as we're waiting for some regulator clarity. Looking at the SEC didn't actually even give any clarification for Bitcoin or Ethereum. And again, we're still waiting to see what happens with XRP, etc. 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 Yo, what's up, what's up? Something clever. How's it going? You made it. Never got a notification. I restarted twice today. I restarted twice. I noticed that we didn't get a lot of notifications out, or I noticed that maybe people were joining and saying we didn't have notifications. I restarted the stream, and if you didn't get a notification, all I gotta tell you is that we're pretty much going live every day at 10:45, so I don't know what to tell you. Never got notification, says another person. Never got it. Yeah, I agree. Jason, you're right. February 19th would be a realistic idea after CBOE pushes out as far as possible. I think that's potentially what we're thinking about, is people are realizing, like, yo, they're realizing, like, the only control we have anymore is just, like, the time frame we can pull this back. How long can we pull this back? So that sounds fine to me. Honestly, sounds just fine to me. If you guys are bored or tired, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. You never got a notification either. That sounds rough. Every day, 10:45. Every day, 10:45 Central Time. Yeah, Standard Central Time. No big deal. No big deal. It was good to see you guys at the end of the video. I'm glad you joined it for a minute. That's all we're gonna do today. That's it. We made it. We made it through to the last moment. To the last moment of the stream. Farewell. Thanks a bunch. I know it's rough. It's rough. It's over. Oh, let's do a review. Let's do a review really quick for those that just joined. If you're interested. David Schwartz dropped this new blog post. It's really legit. Go read it. This morning's Bitcoin price pump was fueled by 100 million new tethers. That was yesterday. Bitcoin will supplant gold as the most trusted store of value. Okay, maybe. We also have the China ban continues. China ban not only breaking or cracking down on crypto in WeChat and WePay, but also looking at no hotels or malls or offices can be used as a crypto venue. That's going to be a dirty, dark clampdown. I don't expect that to be good. SEC rejects 9 Bitcoin ETF proposals. This came out yesterday afternoon. Nothing too shocking there. I don't think we were excited. We're really sure about that. Visa Direct is not Ripple. This means MoneyGram uses Visa Direct or Ripple, depending on the client preference. Don't worry, it's a walled garden requiring settlement and Nostro. Like PayPal, no competition. So Visa, Chain, Stellar, etc. What's happening with that? Visa business to business, working with Chain to build a payment chain corridor. Stellar buys Chain, 500 million, but insider trading suspicious. SEC rejected the 9 ETFs from ProShares, Direxion, and Granite Shares. We looked at that. It's just another headline similar. UK watchdog grants third e-money license to crypto company WireX. So WireX card trudging along. Ripple manages 7% of XRP Ledger. States Brad Garlinghouse in session with Corey Johnson. And last but not least, we didn't really look at this, but we just kind of talked about it. XRP is seriously undervalued right now in some SEC loopholes. We know a lot of this stuff. Not really any breaking news there. And that is about it. Boys and girls, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for showing your support. Thank you for saying hey. Thanks for chiming in and commenting. As always, I appreciate you guys. Where are we headed, do you think? We're headed down probably from all this bad news and maybe soon bottom? Soon bottom? I don't know. I don't know. Thanks a bunch, everybody. It means a lot. Have a great day. There's some good tweets on my Twitter, so go follow me on Twitter and check out my tweets about end-of-year price and about all the things. That's it. Farewell. Ta-ta. Have a great day. Be safe. Enjoy yourselves. Oh, don't forget to join Binance before the next bull run. Don't forget to get a Ledger Nano S to keep your funds safe offline. And join Robinhood. Get your free stock just from me. If you want to know the beats I use, the beats are also in the links. So, beats for days. Beats for days. Farewell. Have a great day.